Recording. Yeah.
Morning, Rebecca.
Hello, Nick.
Good morning. Welcome to you, me, and anyone else who might be listening, if anyone, to the final one of these little talks about what it's like to start a franchise, get it going, develop it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So today's little session is about maturity. What does maturity mean in franchising? To my mind, it means that you've actually had your first initial franchisees, you've found out how you are as a franchisor, you've experienced some life with franchisees, and now you're ready to go to what they euphemistically call the next level, whatever the next level is.
Yeah.
Does that sound about how you feel?
Yes, and I think when you say maturity, it's hard to sort of quantify when that is, isn't it? And I think for me, it was around having a handful of franchisees in different parts of the country that I then felt were representative of where I saw the business going. And I've had, we've spoken before, I've had a couple of franchisees that haven't worked out, and I feel I've lived a true journey of what it takes to be a franchise owner, but also understanding the trials and tribulations of being a franchisee, and from my point of view, the recruitment of the right ones. And we're constantly learning. I think you don't hit maturity and then think, well, I know exactly what I want now, because obviously it's about how you react to the marketplace as well.
Two questions. One of these is born out of a conversation I had with a potential franchisor yesterday. Two questions. If you had your chance to do it again, would you do it?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. Secondly, is it worth the effort?
Yeah, good questions. I would say, yes, I would definitely do it again. And yes, it certainly is worth the effort with the right support. So I think for me, it's been having the right business coaches and different coaches to support me as part of my sort of professional network. It can be isolating if you're driving the business forward and you could potentially feel that you're the teacher and your franchisees are sort of your pupils. So it's how that mindset piece is important. But no, definitely worth it.
It's a different form of business, isn't it?
Yes. And that's what I'm slowly getting my head around even now, 3-4 years on, that I can't continue doing the core work that I was doing, because I've been sort of managing the whole country bar the different pockets I've got regional directors in. And I think I've been wasn't anticipating quite what a hard slog it has been in parts, but I've loved it overall, and I certainly wouldn't change it. But I would say to anyone listening that's anticipating what it might be like to be a franchise owner, it is full on, and you have to get those boundaries in place.
But you still would do it again?
I would still do it again, and I still rave about it. And as you know, I support anyone you've got coming to you thinking about becoming one. I'm a huge advocate for doing it. I can't believe more people aren't doing it, put it that way.
Obviously, that's a pretty good advert for franchising, just by you saying those things.
Yeah.
So maturity is you've learned an awful lot, you're continuing to learn, you're growing, you're liking what you're doing. I know that you've got you've taken a big step forward in the last 3 or 4 months, and you've become accredited by the British Franchise Association. Why did you do that, and what do you see as the benefits?
Yes, so when I first started franchising, I saw the BFA as something probably not achievable for me at that time, which I think with hindsight now I probably should have joined earlier. But you have to go through the hoops. It's not an easy bit about me saying, yeah, I'll pay the money and I'm part of it. So I like that about it, that you actually have to be qualified and you have to be showing that you're doing the right things and you tick all those boxes. I felt that we were very much at the right time where we had a significant number of franchisees that will benefit as well. And I love the fact that the BFA have appreciated the need to offer membership, not just to the franchise owner, but also to the franchisees.
Yeah.
Really appealing. And the networking opportunities, I've already spoken on a couple of panels. I'm running a session next month on the power of online networking. So
well done.
It is a really great community.
That's good. And so from here, what's the next step? I know what the next step is because you told me, but tell the world.
Yeah. So this week we've just signed a joint venture in Sydney in Australia to run and trial a franchise there. So I'm super excited about that. My friend, the lady I'm doing it with, has just messaged me this morning to say, I've ordered some leopard print outfits. It really is happening now. So she's clearly on brand. So that's really exciting for me. And I think that's what I almost want to end on is, as a franchise owner, it's about finding where you get your energy. And for me, definitely as I get new franchisees, but the thought of doing the global bit has also really energized me as well. So you don't just sit back on your laurels.
Do you know what? There's nothing else to say. You've encapsulated the reasons why. We talked about the journey. I love that you're so positive, and I love that we'll be watching you grow the business in all sorts of places in time to come. It's really been a pleasure and a privilege to talk to you. Thank you ever so much.
Oh no, thank you, Nick. I always love it. You're a real cheerleader, and I love working with you. So thank you.
So, there we are. Job done.